Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. You may remember I recently did the top 3 best-selling Nikon lenses on Amazon, a video on that. I was surprised. I was asking if you guys were surprised at what the top 3 were. Well, I was just looking at the stats at what the lists were for the best-selling Canon lenses, and I was equally surprised. I don't know if I was more surprised, but certainly some surprising, if not great options. Let's check it out.
So here's the current bestsellers list on Amazon. You can see here we're at Amazon bestsellers, camera lenses. And the best top selling Canon lenses, the number 1, 2, and 3 are the Canon Ef 50mm F28 Stm. Now, this one doesn't surprise me at all because this is probably the best value in the entire Canon lens lineup. Nice, sharp, fast prime, and it's an STM lens, and it's only $125 brand new. Very, very hard to beat this lens as far as value for your money. Super great lens. Gets you into the world of fast aperture primes for a very, very small amount of money. So that doesn't surprise me one bit. This one here kind of surprises me because the number 2 best-selling lens on Amazon is this EFS 24mm F28 Stm lens. Now again, it's a very great deal. It's $149 here. That's fantastic. It's a very, very small lens. Great little sharp prime. Tiny lens. I love that about it. I'm just kind of surprised that some of the other zooms and some of the other more budget price lenses aren't selling at a higher level than this. I'm actually encouraged. I mean, this is great. It's got 4.5 out of 5-star reviews, 420 customer reviews. Great that people are realizing the value in such a nice little 24mm f2.8 STM lens. Fantastic deal again, $149. I highly recommend this along with the 50 F18 Stm lens. 2 great lenses to own. So that's 1 and 2. As you can see here, the number 1 spot of all lenses is the Canon EF 50mm F18 Stm at the moment. And then the second best-selling Canon lens is at spot number 3 here, and that's the 24 F28. And then the next one kind of surprised me too. It's a great lens. It's becoming one of my favorite lenses. The EFS 10-18 Is Stm lens. I just did a test on this on the 80D as a vlogging lens. This is a beautiful little wide-angle lens. I wish all the manufacturers would do what Canon's done here and offer an ultra-wide like this at such a low price. $279 list. Well, actually, it's listed at $299. It's $279 right now on here. But you can often get these even refurbed for around $200 or less. Look, you can get, they have 17 used starting from $224 here. 2 refurbished at $222. So a great, great lens. Just a little surprised to see that the number 3 bestseller is the EFS Ultrawide. Great lens. Totally think people should buy this if you're shooting a not a DX because we're talking Canon, but an APS-C body here. I'm just pleasantly surprised that that's the number 3 position for best-selling lenses. So we've got 1 is the Canon EF 50mm F18 Stm lens. Number 2 is the EFS 24 F28 Stm lens. And number 3 is the Canon EFS 10-18 Is Stm lens. So 2 out of the 3 are EFS lenses. All 3 of them are STM lenses. And all 3 of them are very highly recommended by myself. I love all 3 of these lenses, especially this EFS 10-18 ultra wide. I'm loving this lens, and the ultra wide especially for, anything you need wide angle for. It's a great vlogging lens, but it's also a great landscape lens, great architecture lens, and the 50mm f18 Stm is one of my favorite lenses. Just for sheer value, you can't beat this thing. Everybody that shoots Canon should own this lens. It's a great lens. Now, it's probably also worth mentioning that a couple of the runners up here, position 4, So that was the top 3 best-selling, but coming in at a close 4th is the EFS 55-250 IS2 telephoto lens. At 139, this lens is fantastic. I've shot this on many Canon bodies. It's very sharp. It's a great range. It's a great deal at this price. Add it to your kit. It's a great lightweight travel long zoom. Add the 1.5 factor on here, and it's longer than this. You're out to, what's half of 250? About 12. So you're getting close to 400 millimeters here on the long end on an APS-C body. At 139, this is a no-brainer too. Not at all surprised to see this in the top-selling lenses. That's number 4. And number 5 kind of surprises me a little bit. The EF 50mm f1.8. It's also a great lens. I'm just kind of surprised that some of the other primes aren't up there. At f1.4, this price isn't bad at all. But that's the number 5 best-selling lens. So for Canon bestsellers, 50mm f1.8 STM, 24 f28 STM, 10-18 IS STM, 55-250 IS version 2, and the 50mm f1.4. So that gives you the 4th and the 5th as well. But those top 3 kind of surprised me. Not the first position, not surprised at all. Again, as I said, but all great lenses. Check them out. I'll put all the links below for you. What do you guys think? Did this surprise you? Do you, were you surprised to see these are the top 3 best-selling Canon lenses? Did you think something else would have been in there? Do you think something else should have been in there? Do you own all these lenses? Leave some comments below. Let's discuss it. Top 3 best-selling Canon lenses on Amazon. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon here at artoftheimage.com.